Okay, carrying on, I'm just going to read the text and move into my comments. Enough lumpy, bumpy commentary. I'll say that as I need to, whatever. Text. As I look back over the decades, I recognize that the local church has not served me well. They did not teach me much using sermons, Sunday school classes, small groups. At least not much that lasted. They said a lot. Quantitatively, there was much. Qualitatively, not really. Stick, not really. Useful, not really. Helpful, not really. Religious, yes. Biblical, mostly. Okay, let me go on. I have read many books, dozens of books. Before the internet, I've read books all the time. Since the internet, I read websites all the time and hardly any books. Also, I've listened to hundreds of hours of messages. Cassette tapes when those were normal. There's a certain source. Well, I'll tell you right now, it's RB Theme. rbtheme.org is the URL for that. Man in Houston sends out tapes for free. Did that, now they're CDs. Gets free CDs you can get from firefighters. But that is quite apart from all this stuff. Now it's online for free. And websites. I've learned you will find in the coming days, weeks, months, years an enormous amount of understanding that I have with biblical Christianity, and I would say way less than 10% came from the local church. I want to say it really clearly and cleanly and repeatedly. As I learned the best were when I was at First Baptist Church and other churches, but especially the Lifeway kinds of interactive books where you had a curriculum that was well thought out, and had daily small assignments to work on during the day, discussed with the teacher during the week, and you followed a certain arc, and that was a blended private group discussion, structured, unstructured. I've learned a lot. That I learned now maybe that's my learning way. Fine. Maybe some people learn really, really well by just listening, only listening. Now, studies show that that's not much is retained. Studies show. And I say it because I'm involved in this summer with starting this summer with e-portfolios and about teachers teaching, learners learning. I need to move on to the text. Besides that, they didn't provide me with much one-on-one mentoring or leadership development. Some pastors had with some meetings. I had to schedule those about once a month, and they would just listen and pray. God bless them. Some suggestions, not much guidance, really not much guidance, not much counsel, not much healing, apart from the prayers. And I'm grateful for the prayers, but as I look back over the decades, I went to a church planning conference at one time and went around the circle and asked, who's been the most influential leader, developer, shaper of your life? I thought, not one person face to face, and I've been avoided them. They don't touch me. They're because I'm smart or educated or energetic or I don't know. But it's like, oh well. And it's not just me. They don't mentor. They don't think about really taking extra time with any. That's always been a person. I'll just soon be just like say here, a dumb sheep that needs some mediocre messages. That's all. They aim for the middle. They assume that I was just kind of a dumb sheep in the middle, too busy to think. They assume I have a wife and kids and a mortgage and a career, had nothing else to do than this. They had no idea that I was totally committed to Christ every minute of every day from now on, period, because God delivered me from a cult and drugs and alcoholism and suicidal tendencies. No, they didn't expect that. No! Bible says we're sure one to love good works. And that verse comes right after the one everybody we gather together to encourage one another. Forsake assembling yourselves together. About half a third of the time that I've been a believer, I've been unchurched. Got fed up with that mess. I was suicidal because I was so disappointed in the church. We're supposed to gather to encourage? Not really. Doesn't happen very much. Serve loving good works. How many times do you walk out of church going, oh, I want to love other people. I want to do good works. I'm ready to go. Doesn't happen. It doesn't. So for me, that's a failure of the preacher, the leadership, the system. It's broken. It's just broke. It's going to be fixed. It'll be replaced. It'll be re-engineered. You know? And I'm just going to start saying this, and oh well, be reaction, get into your, but that's my message. What's yours? Haha.